This is a true story about how one of the biggest emergency preparedness companies in the country got its start. The company, My Patriot Supply. If you're into homesteading, gardening, camping, self-reliance, emergency preparedness, or just a fan of all the alternative news resources, chances are you have heard of them or have become one of their customers yourself, and it all began in a way you really couldn't make up if you tried. Back in September 2010, I was doing some research for an idea I had. I wanted to see if there was any real interest in heirloom vegetable and herb seeds. So I put an ad on Craigslist. I didn't even have the seeds yet. It was purely a test to see who would respond. To my surprise, I started getting inquiries. People wanted to know the varieties and prices. I told them I was low on stock but had more coming soon. It wasn't even a lie. I had actually placed a small order that would arrive in a few days. My ad worked. That's all I cared about. Then something unexpected happened. I got a message from a guy named Matt in Indiana. He was running his own seed business out of his 2-bedroom apartment. He offered to sell me seeds in bulk at wholesale prices, already packaged and custom labeled for my customers. Now I was skeptical. Was this too good to be true? Absolutely, but we exchanged emails over a few days. I'm the trusting type, but I wasn't trying to do anything stupid. Ultimately, I decided I didn't have much to lose, and Matt seemed sincere. So I took the leap and bought several varieties. He was true to his word. The packaging was excellent. He even included my business name and logo on the labels. My little seed business, Green Tree of Life, was officially born. Matt even taught me over email how to set up a website and get it noticed on Google. It's funny, we'd never met in person, but he took time to coach me, answer questions, and even talk about everyday life. And no, before you even wonder, there was nothing romantic about it. He was in his 30s, I was in my late 50s. This was strictly business, and honestly something rare. A friendship built on trust. A few months in, he told me his own business was booming so much he couldn't keep up with orders, so my next shipment might be delayed. His business was growing fast, and he was feeling overwhelmed. I told him I wished there was some way I could help. He thought about it and suggested I help package and label seeds. He'd send me the materials, I'd do the work, and he'd pay me per package. So he shipped me everything, pounds of seeds, over 70 seed varieties, plus equipment to weigh, pack, and label them. My sons and I turned our home into Seed Packing Central, then shipped the finished boxes back to Indiana so he could fulfill his orders. Meanwhile, Matt was ramping up his marketing and expanding from just seeds to camping supplies and other emergency gear. He wanted to help people become self-reliant, to have clean water, healthy food, and the tools they'd need in an emergency. My Patriot Supply was quickly becoming the go-to source for long-term storable emergency foods, growing your own foods, water purification, homesteading, and off-grid living. Back then, people threw around the term doomsday prepper like it was a joke. But Matt's vision was different. He wanted to show it wasn't about fear. It was about being smart and ready. It's not a joke anymore. You can ask anyone who has survived hurricanes and other disasters like tornadoes and fires. In Florida, where I live, we spend half the year on watch. Many of us are hurricane survivors. I'm one of them. As Matt's business kept growing, he asked me if I'd start taking his customer service calls so he could focus on running things. I didn't hesitate. Heck yeah, I said. So the calls started coming to me in Florida. I handled orders, answered questions, and built relationships with his customers. It wasn't hard. I understood the products, the industry, and the people who wanted them. Honestly, I had a blast talking to everyone. I loved it. I loved the customers, and I could relate with them on many levels. I was a natural, and it wasn't just a job to me. It actually was a lot of fun. About February 2012, things kicked up a notch. Matt said it was time for us to meet in person. He flew me up to Indiana so I can see the changes that were happening. He'd moved the business out of his apartment and into a 3,000 square foot garage-style building with an office and staff. I spent 3 days there meeting the team, talking shop, and seeing his vision firsthand. Because I was on the front lines with customers, he'd often share new ideas with me before they launched. He'd bounce things off me. He always made me feel valued. It was a special kind of partnership. When I got back home, I kept taking calls, but pretty soon there were too many for one person. So we expanded the customer service team, one person, then another. My sons, Sean, and later Christopher joined the team too. And my partner, David, spent a couple of years providing HR services for the company and working on projects with Matt as the company kept growing. Matt also had us promote My Patriot Supply at preparedness expos and trade shows. I traveled to Utah, Colorado, Texas, and North Carolina to represent the brand. Our survival seed vault was the big draw, but the long-term storable foods were hugely popular too. Matt let me choose the equipment I'd need to prepare food samples at these shows. By the end of each weekend, we'd sell out everything we brought. It was fun, hard work, and exhausting, but I loved it. Even in my late 50s, I wouldn't trade those experiences for anything. Matt always took care of us. When some of us were sent out to Utah for extra training or projects, he made sure we were covered, comfortable, and appreciated. We got to tour his huge 40,000 square foot warehouse in Salt Lake City, which was just one of several that would come later. Sometimes, looking back, it all feels surreal. How did I just happen to answer a Craigslist ad at the exact right time, meet someone who trusted me, and help grow a business that would become such a major player in preparedness? I left My Patriot Supply in 2019 to chase a bucket list dream of working in real estate. I did that for over 6 years, and now I'm retired. But I'll always treasure the friendship and work I did with Matt and the company. We still keep in touch from time to time. Today, My Patriot Supply is one of the top names in the industry, partnering with big names in media, offering heirloom seeds, long-term storable foods, camping supplies, solar gear, water purification, and more. Even though I don't work directly for My Patriot Supply like I once did, I can teach what I know and help you get the things you need for your own personal emergency preparation. When I provide direct links and indirect links to products that I know will be of help to you, click them. Yes, they are affiliate links, and yes, I make money. That's good because I earn it, and in return, you're getting much more value in the products that you purchase than I ever will in a commission. So don't be afraid to click the links that you find on my website. They don't change the price that you pay, but they make a big difference when it comes to you feeling secure in the event of an emergency. My website is www.coollookin.com. That's spelled Koolookin.com. It's like cool looking home, cool looking garden, and cool looking gear. When you get there, check out Callie and Cody's Excellent Adventures, where you will meet my 2 playful and mischievous Cavalon pups who love outdoor adventures. They have learned about how to take care of themselves and me when times might get a little feisty. I hope you enjoyed this remarkable story about an inquisitive lady in Florida and a tiny startup in Indiana, and how the 2 of them went on their own adventure together. Bye for now.